I'm sorry to tell you, the Democratic Party, the Democratic Party don't want no damn Kamala Harris. They don't want no Kamala Harris, people. Get mad if you want. I won't front. I don't give a damn what you think. Get upset. Go to the next video. But I'm here to tell you the truth because I love you. I love you enough to tell you the truth. And the truth of the matter is, Kamala Harris ain't going to be the president of the United States of America. President Obama don't even want to endorse her. You know why? Because he's part of the oath. He has an oath that he has to abide by. And one of the oaths is we can never let a female black president become president of the United States of America. And you might say, well, they let Obama in there. Well, there's a difference between Obama and Kamala. See, he's seen himself when it came to Obama. First of all, he was a man, same gender. And second of all, he was half white. We got some of us in there. He was half of a white man. So he was acceptable. He was acceptable because they could see themselves in Obama. But ain't no college grad and any kind of white important person in high places of power see themselves in Kamala. They ain't got nothing in common with Kamala. That kind of rhymed, didn't it? Nothing in common with Kamala. Anyways, they don't got no reason to elect a black female into the presidency, period. And I know the black women are getting mad, and they upset. And they say, we've been your bark dogs and your guard dogs. We dedicated ourselves to you to the point where we even disregarded what the black man was saying. We gave you our loyalty, Democratic Party. We sold our souls to you. And this is how you do us? This is how you do us. We done knocked on doors, walked in the hot heat, sweating, got corn on my toes, walking for miles and miles, knocking on doors. Vote Democrat. Vote Democrat. Vote Democrat. We done gave you everything. We even allowed you to lock our men up in prison. We even allowed you to take the man out of the household. We gave you everything. I know we deserve a spot. I know we deserve a spot. Oh, no, you don't. Sorry. It's best believe how they're going to spend it, right? You say, well, how are they going to spend this, right? Because after Biden drops out, it's supposed to be automatic, right? The vice president's supposed to come in automatically. Common sense makes sense to me. It makes sense to you. Yeah, makes sense to me. But is that true? No. Because the truth of the matter is, the old white men inside the Democratic Party, just like you guys like to say, well, it's the old white men. The Republican Party is ran by a bunch of old white men. Well, let me tell you something, sisters. And I love you to death. Never turn my back on you. But I got to tell you the truth today. The old white men of the Democratic Party don't want you to be president. Let me repeat that again. The old white men in the Democratic Party don't want you to be president. And that's just the truth of the matter. And like Brother Malcolm said, you've been bamboozled and hoodwinked and led astray. See, they're not going to give you the same accommodation that they gave to Barack Obama. because they seen themselves in him. They ain't got nothing in common with you. The old white men of the Democratic Party ain't got nothing in common with a black woman other than to use you for their political agendas. That's it. Delusion of inclusion. Say hello. Delusion of inclusion. Say hello. And now the black women are about to get their wake-up call. Oh, doesn't it feel bad when you're laying there and you're having a good sleep? Have you ever been just laying down, just sleeping good? I mean, you sleeping good. And somebody wake you up. Well, that's how it's going to feel when the black women find out the truth about how they really feel about you. It's going to be like somebody throwing cold water in your face in the middle of the nighttime. And the truth of the matter is here. And they said, well, Kamala, she's smart, she this and that. Let's go back and just rewind. Let's rewind. First of all, she didn't win when she ran for president. Second of all, she didn't get that many votes. Third of all, nobody really voted for her. And fourth of all, she just ain't the one. She's not going to have the same courtesy. See, you guys want to put her in the same category as Hillary Clinton. Kamala Harris ain't no Hillary Clinton. Is you crazy? She ain't no middle-aged white woman. You going to tell me that this sister right here is going to get the same accommodation or should get the same accommodation as a middle-aged white woman? You have to be out your rabbit mind. They ain't going to do that for Kamala. No, she was just there to get your vote when it was needed. Because Trump had did such a good job. He was like, well, we need to pull a rabbit out of the hat. They said, well, let's give them a black female vice president. Because that's acceptable. Because she ain't the head Negro in charge. Yeah, we'll do that. That's why you didn't hear from her. When was the last time we seen Kamala Harris in the last 3 years? Don't worry, I'll wait. I got nothing but time on my hands. They had Kamala back there like the cooks. You know they have the cooks in the back. Back in the days in the 1930s and 40s, they used to have the black cooks back there, but they didn't want the white customers to see it. That's who Kamala Harris was. She was the black cook that was hiding in the back of the restaurant. That's who she was. She was just a prop. She was just there to get your vote. Because right after you got your vote, you didn't hear nothing from her. That's all it was. It was just to seal the vote, to get the victory over Trump. She was there for no other reason. Because what else did she have to offer? Nobody didn't vote for her. Nobody didn't even like the woman, other than black women, and they knew that. They said, well, when she did run for presidency, at least 70% of her support came from black women. So if we put her in there as vice president next to Biden, which is the ones we really want to get in there, it's going to boost up and we're going to get that 70%. And that's all we need to beat Donald Trump. That was Kamala's mission. Her only mission. Her mission wasn't even to be heard from. Her mission wasn't even to act as a vice president. Because if you notice, she really didn't act like a vice president. She acted more like a secretary. Instead of calling her Kamala, oh, I know I'm going to get somebody mad today. That's all right, though. That's all right. You get mad if you want. I don't care. I got to tell the truth because I love you, right? But they didn't treat her like the vice president. They treated her like a secretary. Matter of fact, they need to change her title from Vice President Kamala Harris to Secretary Kamala Harris. Because that's all she was a secretary in the White House. Okay? But believe me, black women, I'm talking to you. See this video specifically for you. Because you're going to get your wake-up call. But don't be surprised, because you know they got to spin it, right? They got to remix it. Kamala, Kamala, get. Now get out there and tell them why you're not running and why you think it's a better idea to let somebody else run. Because we looked at the polls and it doesn't look like I'm not going to have a good chance of beating Trump neither. But don't be mad. Please, black women, don't be mad. Our time will come. It just isn't right now. That's right. Go out there telling Kamala. Go out there telling Kamala, because you know they're going to get mad. We want those sisters to get mad. They're going to be breaking their nails and everything. We want a bunch of black women. They're going to turn on us. We've been using them as our bark dogs. They go hard. Last thing we need is our bark dogs to come biting us in the butt. So you need to get on out there, Kamala, and tell your sisters, you feel me, before they get flamed up. You know what I'm saying? You need to go ahead and smooth this over. We need you to go out there and convince them that, hey, your time is going to come. Just be cool, be patient. Our number one objective is to beat Donald Trump. So please don't take it personal. I know you guys going to be mad, but please don't take it personal. Because the only choice they have, other than to let her go for it and say, well, we'll just go ahead and we know she ain't going to win. We'll just go on 2028. You know what I mean? They might just let her go anyway. Well, we know she's not going to win. Because we know America is not going to elect a black female president. We know that. Or they're going to say, Kamala, only you can smooth this out. We need you to go out there and make this right. If they hear from you and they see that you're not upset about it, maybe they won't be upset about it. But you know how the Democratic Party is. The masters of the ceremony. The masters of delusion. You know they're going to spin it some kind of way to keep you sisters from reaching the White House. They about to block your shot. You feel me? Y'all going in there like Angel Reese. Like, yeah, we finna come in here like Angel Reese, girl. Yeah. We gonna go in here like Angel Reese, girl. We about to take over the White House, girl. We done made it. You gonna go up for a shot and they gonna, bap. They gonna block your shot. They gonna throw your shot all the way to the back of the bleachers. Because that's against their code. That's against the oath. Why you think President Obama ain't came out and endorsed her? He got an oath he got to abide by. It's an oath going on back here. The puppets are back there pulling the strings back there. There's a Knights of the Round Table. There is a group of people that's running the presidency. Okay? There is a group of people that sit down and say, well, what we're going to do. And the president doesn't move without their say-so. And the Knights of the Round Table don't want no Kamala Harris up in there. I can tell you that right now. They don't want no Kamala up in there. Think they want to be ruled by a black woman? Oh, no. You're about to get your wake-up call. That's what it is. And I know you're going to give upset. Oh, yeah, I know. I get it. I feel your passion and your pain. But this is stuff I've been trying to tell y'all for years. For years. And what you're going to find out, a lot of my videos, go back and look at them. I was always pointing this way. I was always letting y'all know they ain't doing nothing but using you. The only thing they doing is harnessing your power. Black woman, yeah, you are strong. You are the strongest woman on the planet, by far. Yes, you are. But you allowed the Democratic Party to harness your power and use it for their benefit. You let them grab your thunder and use it for their benefit. And I can just imagine how mad you're going to be when you realize that's what they did to you. Say they took the very power that pushed the black civil rights movement. Because the black woman was powerful in the black civil rights movement. Why do you think the white woman ran to you in feminism? She seen your power. She said, oh, we got to go over here and click up with the black woman. She powerful. And just like the Democratic Party, they stepped in and harnessed your power and used it to their benefits. That's what's going on. And now you're going to realize how they played you. But it's going to be too late. Because remember, they got their voting block coming. They got their voting block coming. They got the Hernandezes coming. They're about to give them right to vote. They're about to give them work visas. See, they was already planning this 10, 15 years. Because they know eventually it's going to come a time when black people are going to wake up. And that always was the fear. Well, what are we going to do when black people wake up? To the fact that we've been playing them this whole time. We need a backup plan. What are we going to do? Immigration. Just let them come over the border. We're moving them to black neighborhoods. And they'll become our new voting bloc. And the leverage of the black vote will diminish. So why would they give you Kamala Harris? Why would they give you that? When they already know the black vote is about to go vamoose. Vamoosico. So no, those old white men don't want no female black president. And she ain't gonna be the president of the United States of America. And black women, you're going to be upset. But you ain't gonna go nowhere. Because they know they got you hook and sinker. You're not gonna go nowhere. You're dedicated. You're not gonna go nowhere. They know they got you. They know you're gonna get upset. They know you're gonna feel out of place. They know you're gonna be angry. But they know it's gonna blow over. They always know that whatever they do to you is gonna blow over. They know you're going to let it slide. Just like we let the 1994 crime bill slide. And then we let the 3 strikes slide. And just like this shall pass too. But one thing they're not going to do, they're not going to elect no Kamala Harris. It's not going to happen. Because to tell you the truth, my beautiful queens and my beautiful sisters, with all the love in my heart and no disrespect at all, you'll always be my queens, always my first choice, and you is my wife. There is no other. But I got to tell you this today. The old white men of the Democratic Party is about to block your shot.